Aesfrost and Glenbrook remained strong after declaring a trade stop with Hyzanthe. Gustadolf sends Erica to Hyzanthe to deliver his ultimatum, and dispatches an army to Glenbrook to increase the pressure on the Holy State. Hyzanthe, under the banner of Prince Roland, sends Minister Serenoa Wolfort of the Saintly Seven to prepare for retaliation. Softly but surely, Norzelia descends into war once more.
Those are the Archduke's wishes. I implore you not to forget that this is his final offer. Come to think of it, I heard that Wolfort was added to your saintly ranks. Where might he be?
I'm afraid I cannot answer that. The dealings of the Saintly Seven are our business, and ours alone.
How disappointing. I had hoped to congratulate him on his promotion.
That wretched woman. Those are hardly wishes.
Aesfrost all but demands us open the source to restore our diplomatic relations.
The Duchy fears neither a lack of salt nor the goddess's shield. We can assume they have a plan in mind.
Then this was no more than a ploy to stall for time. We had best expedite House Wolfort's plans to take the capital. Minister Exham, send word to Minister Serenoa.
You wish to lend us Hyzanthe's new weapon?
Yes, it was a directive from the Holy One. The weapon is one Minister Lila developed in secret.
I compressed a vast quantity of magic into crystal form. We call this weapon Elfric. The blast crystals have yet to be perfected, but they can decimate a castle wall easily enough.
We thank you for your support.
Be forewarned that their power makes them unwieldy in an average battle.
They are not meant to be used on people. Furthermore, we are only giving you a single blast crystal.
Regardless, I am certain it will come in handy while recapturing Whiteholm Castle.
Its incomplete nature makes it regrettably tricky to use, but Milo should be able to take care of that for you. Use them both wisely. I am Milo. A dancer by trade, but assistant to the Saintly Seven on occasion. I shall serve you, Minister Serenoa, until we reclaim the capital.
You sure you'll be okay?
You needn't worry. It isn't my first time flirting with danger. A Hyzanthian spy?
Very likely.
The blast of the Elfric should help you catch the enemy unawares. Both my army and Minister Camcells will join in the attack. Can we entrust command to you, Minister Serenoa?
Most certainly. And the crystal will be key in our plan to reclaim Glenbrook.
You have made a grave error in allowing thieves to raid the archives, Constable Sigris.
Forgive me. My guards gave chase as soon as they noticed intruders, but they'd already fled beyond our reach.
What did they take?
Luckily, they were unable to gain entry to where we keep our more sensitive texts. All they were able to make off with was a single book penned by the late Lady Orlea.
Orlea? She left behind a message of sorts?
She'd bid it be passed on to Lady Frederica when she came of age, but it seems those wishes were forgotten.
Thalos or Erica must have hidden it from her. They derived no greater pleasure than from tormenting her. Do we know what was written in this book?
No. Storage records indicate it was protected by some arcane seal.
It must be of some significance, if she would go to such lengths to protect it from prying eyes. Perhaps something to do with the Rosellan liberation, for which she fought so fiercely. Or perhaps it is not but a mother complaining to her daughter of a duchy they both despise.
She'll send a party to hunt down the thieves at once.
No need. Such ruffians are unlikely to be in the employ of our foe. No doubt they were simply looking to loot us to fill their own purses. It is more important that we dispose of Svarog and finish the Nell with all haste. Dispatch your soldiers there.
Aye, Your Grace.
Benedict asked me to scout out Teleorn where the Aesfrosti soldiers are stationed. But I hardly see any around. Why did he ask me to come here in the first place? I doubt it would matter in reclaiming the capital. But orders are orders. I should report back.
Ah, tidings from Erica. She says Hyzanthe refused our final offer.
You seem surprised. There was no way Hyzanthe would agree to open the source.
I know that, but the negotiations were meant to buy us time. Yet it seems their soldiers are already on the move. Damn it all! This wasn't supposed to happen.
If you play with fire, you get burned. Now we have no recourse but to meet them in battle without the Archduke.
So it has come to war, then?
We just have to beat them at their own game. Their newest saint is heading the vanguard. You must be delighted that a former retainer to the crown is coming to visit, right, Cordelia?
Enough, Thalos. I won't allow such impudence toward the Queen.
Queen? This child is nothing more than a puppet. And I believe the impotent one here is you, Avlora. A general has no right telling the Prime Minister what to do.
I had no idea the Prime Minister's job was to torment the weak.
Enough, General Avlora. I will answer the Prime Minister. As the Queen of Glenbrook, I shall protect my kingdom until my dying breath, no matter who may stand against me.
It appears your impudence is contagious, Avlora. Your charge knows not how powerless she is.
Worry not, Your Majesty. I shall protect you.
Because I am to wed the Archduke?
Because you are a warrior. One who does not give up, even if she must fight her battles alone. I was an orphan. I never knew my parents. I entered the army to make a place for myself. So I know better than anyone the pain of having to do everything on your own.
Allow me to bare my heart to you as well, General of Laura. As the last heir to the throne of Glenbrook, I do not intend to let Gustadolf have his way.
You mean to strike down the Archduke?
But I lack the power to do so. Have you heard of the Royalists? They're aristocrats who were aid to my father.
I have. I also heard they secretly indulged in bribes and the like for personal gain. That man Patriot was cozying up to the Archduke not seconds after King Regna's beheading. Their kind knows no loyalty.
Indeed. But Gustadolf has not given any of them a position in his court, so they have fallen on hard times. I want to ask Patriot and the other royalists for their help.
Are you mad? No doubt they would wholeheartedly embrace you as their symbol, but only for their own purposes.
I understand that. But their years in service to the crown have earned them great influence in politics. I must have their support if I'm to reclaim Glenbrook.
Is it possible for you to rein them in?
Not alone. But with you, General of Laura, I can. They lack military might. If you accompany me, I could sway them to my cause. Please, General, lend me your strength.
As an Aesfrosti general, I simply cannot turn a deaf ear to what you have told me. Did you not think I would tell the Archduke of your plans?
Of course I did. But I refuse to stand idly by as a mere decoration. So if it meant earning your trust, I was willing to show you that I wish to protect Glenbrook by any means necessary.
You took a gamble.
I had to. For it is not status or reward that moves you.
So you bet on my honor, and refusal would sully my name forever. However, safeguarding the kingdom comes first. Fighting at your side will have to wait.
General of Laura!
A word of advice, Your Majesty. Both Hyzanthe and the Archduke are veterans of war. The fight will not be an easy one, and may rage on for many years.
Even so, I will not falter. I must do this. For my father and brothers.
An admirable resolve. One which I will see fulfilled. I shall be your sword and shield, my queen.
Thank you, General of Laura.
I apologize, but are you suggesting we destroy the dam around Telior Reservoir to start a flood?
The capital city was built on the banks of the Norzelia River. Breaking the dam surrounding Lake Telior upstream will allow us to submerge a majority of the city. Flooding the town will throw their army into disarray, which should allow us to take the place by storm.
Lake Telior is a man-made reservoir. You might be able to burst through with a blast crystal.
Huette scouted the area earlier and reported seeing very few sentries. Proof enough that this is outside the Archduke's calculations.
No. The damage will be too great. The means would not justify the end, Benedict.
We cannot afford to lose.
I agree with Roland. There is already far too much blood on our hands. Perhaps it's worth speaking with the people and gaining their understanding.
Unless we reclaim Glenbrook, it's unlikely they'll understand or support our actions. We must take the capital back, and show our strength and resolve first.
So that means you stand by Benedict, then?
If we have a sure shot at winning, we need to take it. No matter the consequences. We can't lose the war. We just can't.
Tellior Reservoir is the kingdom's water source. The dam was constructed to protect the people from floods. I doubt they would ever forgive us should we choose to destroy it for war.
Glenbrook thrives because of that water, and to use it otherwise is inexcusable. Brute strength isn't the only way to reclaim the city. We can strike at night and defeat their commanding officers. There are ways to slip into the castle unseen.
If you have used it before, there is a chance it has been sealed off since.
There is more than one route. You needn't worry.
So you mean not to use the blast crystal?
No, I do. After we sneak in, we can sink Aesfrost's warship. It would close off their escape route.
Our first priority should be ensuring the people's safety. We cannot allow them to be taken hostage. It would restrict our options as well.
She's got a point. But how do we take the capital back after that?
We could use the blast crystal to destroy the bridge connecting the town and the castle. The enemies would be stuck within the walls.
That would certainly mitigate the damages to the citizens. If we encircle the castle, we could negotiate with them.
We could ask them to yield, free Glenbrook, and re-establish the trade between our nations. I am certain we can find a way to make both parties agree.
Negotiate?
I understand your thoughts and the wishes held therein.
Allow me to ask once more. Shall we shatter the dam around Lake Tellior and flood the town? Sneak in under the guise of night, sink their ships, and slay their commanding officers? Or destroy the bridge, safeguard the people, and negotiate with the enemy? Fetch the scales. It is time we decide our path.
My lord. Perhaps, but if so, I am decided. I may have to consult the others.
Yes, sir. Yes. I need time.
Serenoa. But... I need a moment to think.
Ah, yes? Possibly. I require some time to think.
Aye, lad. Tough spot we're in.
It is time to cast our votes. In which strategy do we entrust the future of Glenbrook? Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
On this, I cannot be swayed.
Even still.
I'm afraid I disagree. I cannot agree to this.
Forgive me, lad.
The scales of conviction will illuminate... The way forward is decided. We collapse the reservoir and flood the capital, dealing a crippling blow to the enemy forces.
You will submerge the capital to win the battle. I see. So Wolfort rules with military might. It is a thorny path you tread. Your people will resent you for this.
I know.
It would be unfortunate if you didn't, but that is what it means to rule with might. I must return to Hyzanthe and see Minister Camsell. Next we meet, you will have both of our armies at your backs.
You have my thanks.
We cannot afford to lose this fight. For Norzelia.
I thought this battle was for Glenbrook.
This is not a simple struggle for power, Minister Serenoa. The goddess, the source, iron? The war of 30 years ago comes back to haunt us because the old cling to relics of the past. Norzelia needs to be born anew. Right now, the people of every nation are searching for a young standard-bearer to guide them.
A standard-bearer?
Yes, people like you and me. This war is a fine opportunity for us to show our worth to Norzelia.
House Wolfort and Hyzanthe join forces and begin planning Glenbrook's recapture. But with the Norzelia River and the Aesfrosti armies in their way, retaking the capital will be no easy feat. Benedict hatches a plan to break the dam, flood the capital, and use the ensuing chaos to take Whiteholm Castle. Serenoa and the others know that the city will not escape unscathed, but are left with no recourse if they wish to defeat the enemy in one fell swoop. In support of House Wolfort, Hyzanthe's great army marches forth for the first time since the Salt Iron War.
Lady Destra, we finally have the upper hand. The path we tread was not an easy one, but Lord Serenoa persevered and has become a fine leader because of it. Once we reclaim the capital and restore the kingdom to its former glory, we may finally see peace. My job will soon be over. Please, pray for Wolfort's success. What is it, my lord?
I've been searching for you. The soldiers are calling.
About the provisions, I presume. I shall take my leave.
Oh.
This is my mother's grave.
I see.
Benedict visits her in place of her unworthy son. He is a cool-headed man, but undoubtedly more than just that.
But of course.
Frederica, would you visit my mother's grave with me?
Are you certain?
Of course.
Then I would love to.
General, it appears an army of Hyzanthian soldiers has arrived at Castle Wolfort.
No doubt they've come to take Whiteholm from us.
Oh no. Whatever will we do? It looks like they didn't take kindly to Brother's schemes.
Flora, dispatch an army at once.
There is no need. It is best we await them here. No matter how great an army they possess, they will not fell this stronghold easily. All we need to do is buy time. Once they realize what the Archduke is planning, they will tremble in fear.
That will put Aesfrost in the same position as it was during the Salt Iron War, which, need I remind you, we lost.
Things are different than they were 30 years ago. They have no just cause for their actions. You understand, don't you, Your Majesty?
I do. I am the Queen of Glenbrook now. An attack on the capital constitutes treason toward the crown and their kingdom.
The people will not support someone without a cause. Without their backing, Wolfort cannot hope to win.
I refuse to acknowledge that pitiful little puppet as queen.
As do I. She disgusts me.
Personal emotions have no place on the battlefield. I cannot entrust anything to such fools, and the Archduke shall know of it.
Flora!
The nerve of that woman.
So the battle against House Wolfort begins.
Minister Serenoa, Minister Camsell and I have brought as many soldiers as we could.
Thank you for bringing reinforcements.
It was you who moved them. There has not been an army this great in Hyzanthe for 30 years. The Salt Iron War also brought friends and foes together like this. We may have won then, but we had best not get cocky.
Of course. Which is why we have a strategy to ensure our victory.
Minister Exham gave me a brief overview of the plan. Coordination will be the key to our success.
Indeed. Let us go over the plan in detail.
Another war as big as the last. Just how great will the damage be this time?
Let us reconfirm our strategy. Benedict, if you would.
Our target, Whiteholm Castle, was built upon a sandbar in the Norzelia River. The city, sprawled upon the riverbank, is connected to the castle by a single bridge. The river and town are the greatest obstacles to invading armies.
I am well aware. I could not believe my ears when I heard of Aesfrost's invasion.
They used the new mining venture to take us by surprise.
However, the Aesfrosti army has solidified its defenses. They will likely spread their forces in front of the bridge.
It is the only path of entry. Geographically speaking, it would be impenetrable.
But we shall use that geography to our advantage. The surrounding river was originally prone to floods. But the kings of old spent years improving the river and created a dam upstream to control its water levels. We plan to explode that dam using your Elfric.
And create a deluge to cleanse the city of Aesfrosti soldiers.
Indeed. It is a plan they can neither predict nor defend against. Their entire army will be swept away.
The people will not let you get away with that.
There was once a residence along the riverside for nobles and wealthy merchants. However, it is now occupied by Aesfrosti aristocrats and officers.
That should mitigate Glenbrook's casualties.
But there will doubtlessly be deaths. Not to mention the lake is the kingdom's source of water, or so I hear. The price of victory will be the people's deep-seated hatred.
Ugh. I know, but I'm willing to assume any grudge they would bear.
Your resolve has been duly noted. I shall lend you my strength. On your signal, we shall enter the city and evacuate as many citizens as we can.
You are a kind man, Minister Kamso. But this would incur quite a debt of gratitude. Allow me to lend a hand as well.
Thank you.
Milo, the blast crystal is capable of destroying the dam, yes?
Undoubtedly.
Excellent. Then our strategy is settled.
First, you two must put pressure on the capital. I wish for you to draw the attention of the Aesfrosti army. We shall head to Telior and set the blast crystal.
It will explode tomorrow at daybreak.
Very well. May the fortunes of war favor us.
Hyzanthe and Wolford begin to put their strategies into action. To draw the eye of the Aesfrosti forces, the Hyzantean army encircles the crown city of Glenbrook. Meanwhile, Serenoa and the others quietly make their way up the Norzelia River toward Telior, Aelfric in tow. Though aware of the risks, they hope exploding the dam will flood the city below and rid it of the Aesfrosti forces within.
As Huet reported, there are Aesfrosti soldiers here, but not many.
Of course. The lake is a precious water reservoir for the kingdom.
Indeed, which is why House Telior sealed themselves up here.
So now we wait until nightfall to set the blast crystal.
Before that, there are two things we must do. The first is to find a place for it. And the second is to disable the street lamps.
You mean those posts?
At night, the lamps draw on the power of rocks called lumistone to glow. We must remove them.
Then we'll split up into two teams. Benedict and Milo, I leave the lake to you. I shall take care of the street lamps.
Very well. Anna, Lord Serenoa's disguise.
It is ready.
To think the young lord capable of such a thing. He is a curious man, isn't he?
No, he isn't.
Constable Sycris reporting for duty. Aesfrost has sent me to help patrol the area.
Welcome, Constable. If you don't mind my asking, what brings an officer to this lake?
I can't say for sure. I'm merely obeying orders.
There are more guards than before.
That doesn't mean they are keen to our plan. Stick to the strategy.
It doesn't make any sense. Why were you demoted to Borderland Patrol? Exposing Svarog was a praiseworthy feat.
Calm yourself. The Archduke decided so because of that very feat.
What do you mean?
Think about it. Svarog is a guarded man. Perhaps because I'm always sniffing about. But if the Archduke were to remove me from the capital...
You mean the Archduke is trying to throw Svarog off his guard?
It is mere speculation. I cannot be sure what the Archduke is thinking. More importantly, protecting this area is an important job. We must dedicate ourselves to our mission.
The plan is unchanged. We will steal up to the dam and set the blast crystal.
And what if we're seen?
We cannot risk the capital knowing. Witnesses must be exterminated immediately.
Understood.
Milo, we leave the crystal in your care.
Very well.
Let's go. We must get there before the sun rises.
A dangerous mission in the dark. How thrilling.
If you insist!
I'll do my best.
I'll do my best.
Consider it done.
Understood.
Aye, leave it to me.
We must occupy the watchtower if we are to destroy the dam.
I'd hate to be caught in the act. How do you suggest we slip by unseen?
Avoid the street lamps. If they see us, they'll surround us where we stand.
Sneaking around in the shadows it is.
To the watchtower, everyone. Defeat is not an option. Unite under the Wolford banner!
That certainly helps.
To lead, I must grow.
My turn. I'll take this. Take this.
Much appreciated.
I feel stronger already.
So it falls to me.
For victory! Yes! I shirk from no danger! Someone's here! Sound the alarm!
The alarm. Intruders! Tighten our defenses!
Now what to do? This'll come in handy. Now! This'll come in handy.
Good try!
I shall try my level best. There is always a way. For the future of House Wolford.
My turn.
The hunt is on! My arrow flies true. My pride is my shield. Now! My pride is my shield. Come on, then. Gotta take it on the chin.
Our victory is assured.
Allow me. I saw that.
Time for some sorcery.
I can do this. Let me heal your wounds. Victory goes to the quick.
Sensational!
My growth is plain to see.
Come at me!
Let me show you what I've learned. The fires roar! We will make our ideals reality.
Time for some research.
Then where shall we strike? Now I end this.
My duty shall be done. Fight me like you mean it.
I will end this. You won't escape. Sound strike. I feel stronger already. This'll hurt. Victory is within reach. A wasted effort. A wasted effort.
I shall try my level best. We must stay vigilant.
Defeat is not an option. Death from above! For my kith and kin.
Here I come. Try this. I will fight to my last breath.
Charge! Brace yourself!
Choices. Ever more lovely. Now!
Leave everything to me.
That certainly helps.
How about this? Time for some sorcery.
I fight for peace.
Stay right there!
We will make our ideals reality.
Now then, to work.
Time to finish the job.
No need to panic.
Let me heal your wounds. Victory goes to the quick.
This feels promising.
My growth is plain to see.
I'll take you on!
Too obvious.
My duty shall be done.
I will end this. Suffer. It's for life. Suffer.
I shall try my level best. All for victory.
Splendid.
For the future of House Wolford.
This battle is ours.
Lend me your wings, Floogie! My pride is my shield.
Forward!
Death from above! Ha-ha! Charge! This is it! Yes! Yes!
Together!
I shirk from no danger!
I feel stronger already.
Now what to do? Behave. I've never felt better.
Feisty, aren't we? Gotta take it on the chin.
Much appreciated.
I hope you're watching, Grandfather.
Fire!
So, it falls to me.
My duty shall be done. No one escapes the law.
Ow!
You shameless woman.
No need to panic.
Allow me.
Shall we begin?
Go swift.
I'm going for it.
You won't beat me!
I will end this. Too easy. I feel stronger already. Into the shadows.
There is no mercy on the battlefield. Preparation is key. My knowledge grows deeper.
Now it's my turn.
This battle is ours. bogey.
Defeat is not an option.
This isn't good. Now. Ever more lovely.
How embarrassing.
Yeah. I'll show you what I can do.
Now then, to work.
I fight for peace.
No need to panic.
I saw that!
Come get me. You won't escape. I feel stronger already.
I've been waiting for this! Push on through!
Let me heal your wounds.
Make the most of this. Better take advantage.
My growth is plain to see.
Feisty, aren't we? Gotta take it on the chin.
Oh, now that feels good.
There is no mercy on the battlefield. We make it up here.
Charge!
Yeah! You don't stand a chance! I shirk from no danger!
For the honor of House Wolfort.
Death from above! For my kith and kin.
Time to take flight. Lend me your wings, Flugy! My pride is my shield.
Shall we dance? Behave.
I'll show you what I can do.
Now then, to work.
My turn.
Allow me.
Now then. You're not getting away. Come at me!
Cool heads shall prevail.
Leave everything to me. Gotta take it on the chin.
Aye, I'll keep on then.
Gotta take it on the chin.
Delightful.
Let us pry out their weakness. We must move fast. My knowledge grows deeper.
For victory!
Time to work.
For you. For you. It's for life.
For the honor of House Wolfort.
Here I come. Lend me your wings, Flugy! My pride is my shield.
I'll show you what I can do.
Now then, to work.
Choices, choices.
I fight for peace.
No need to panic.
I saw that!
That took longer than I anticipated. The sun is about to rise.
Milo, is the crystal ready?
Please don't rush me. This little one is very delicate. Good little Elfric, just be patient. Your time is coming. And your first cries shall herald my victory. It's ready. I've said it just as you asked.
Then let's make haste.
Purple flames have risen by the lake. The deluge is coming.
Just as we planned. Who knew House Wolford kept such a bold strategist in their midst. They truly are terrifying.
But we shan't lose to them. Now, to the capital.
Did you see that thing up on the mountain this morning? It was shining something fierce.
It looked like a purple light of some sort. Hey, do you feel that rumbling?
Yeah, and it's getting stronger too.
Ah! It's the Hyzanthian army!
Subjects of Glenbrook, a flood is coming! The city will soon be submerged. You must leave here at once.
A flood?
The dam is broken. We came here to warn you. This rumbling you feel should be proof enough. If you value your life, you must flee the city now.
The dam broke. Then this rumbling is from the water.
We have to go, now!
Run! A flood is coming!
Hyzanthian hounds. Such a petty trick will not work on me.
Ha ha! General Avlora, you stay right where you are.
No. Do they speak true?
The flood triggered by the Elfric explosion sweeps away half of the Aesfrostian forces in the capital. The remaining soldiers panic and retreat, and just like that, the battle is over. House Wolford returns from the lake to a devastated city.
Well, we've won a sounder victory than I could have expected.
And the Crown City escaped relatively unscathed. A most happy outcome indeed.
You make it sound anything but. Is this not what you dreamed of achieving?
Your pardon, my lord, your highness, but our fight is far from over.
Yes, right you are. We'll need to work hard towards the Crown City's recovery.
Some good news there. Minister Camsell is looking after the refugees.
For which we are most grateful.
Why? It's but a proactive measure to prepare for when this war is over.
I see.
Oh, and General Avlora was swept up in the flooding. I doubt she survived.
What?
I assume that devastated look is because you wanted to be the one to kill her yourself.
Of course I did! That woman took everything from me.
Take that anger and hatred and refocus it into reclaiming Whiteholm Castle. The soldiers we captured told us Thalas and Erica are still in command there. Along with the Queen of Glenbrook herself.
Cordelia.
Then let us make for the castle.
With haste.
What is happening? Why is the Norzelia River flooding?
Where is Avlora?
She was swept up in the floods, along with many of our soldiers. No one has seen her since. The enemy is taking advantage and laying siege to the castle.
Ugh, that useless woman is never around when we need her.
Fine. I will take command. Gather our remaining forces. This would be easy if that damn cannon were finished.
Well, perhaps it would be if you hadn't killed Dragan so thoughtlessly. He was an explosives expert. We ought to have captured him instead, forced him to tell us all he knew.
That was... I only did as Gustadolf ordered. But if our enemy's goal is to reclaim Glenbrook, then we still have something to use against them.
The sole remaining survivor of the royal family, you mean?
What of the damages to the city? Let me speak with General Avlora.
I can't. She was swept up in the floods.
What? No!
Our enemy's doing, no doubt. Come, we are going to battle. We've use for you yet, Cordelia.
Unless you intend to run, like your coward of a brother. Does abandoning castle and country run in your family?
No. Queens do not flee. I suspected it might be House Wolfort we were fighting.
Cordelia.
Wolfort dogs! How dare you!
So you're the ones responsible for getting Hyzanthe all hot and bothered. You'll pay for ruining all the time I bought us.
Everything we've done has been in the name of reclaiming Glenbrook.
Enough of this senseless fighting, Lord Wolfort. I do not wish to see my kingdom in ruins. I am Glenbrook's queen and the last survivor of the royal line besides. Please listen to me.
Do you not see? You are traitors to the crown. Withdraw your soldiers. If you do not...
The kingdom you hope to reclaim will become naught but ash and dust.
Enough.
Sir Maxwell? Have you truly been alive all this time?
It's all right now, Cordelia. Everything will be all right. I, Roland Glenbrook, will make sure of it.
Brother!
What? The princeling lives?
How glad I am to see you.
I'm sorry I left you alone so long. But that ends now.
This isn't good. Archers, kill him!
Brother, look out!
Cordelia! You'll pay for this!
You got it.
Excellent.
My magic is at your disposal.
I'll do my best.
I'm on my way!
You would have Lionel?
May we return home unharmed. I'll do my best. Please, leave everything to me.
You monsters! You will pay for what you have done!
We'll pay? You're the savage brutes who flooded the Crown City.
Do you have any idea how much the people have suffered at your hands?
I will answer for my part in this. The Crown City is all but ours. Forward!
Perfect.
Now I end this. For my kith and kin.
I might as well enjoy this. Pay attention.
Time to work.
For life. For you.
The stench of battle.
My turn. Curses! Brace yourself!
Some homecoming prince. Creeping around.
Everything I did.
Turning the Crown City into a battlefield to satisfy your own personal vendetta. What a sorry excuse for a prince. The people will call for your head when they find out what you've done.
Shall we dance? You won't know up from down. I've never felt better. With love.
Let us pry out their weakness. Preparation is key. My knowledge grows deeper.
My turn.
is where you fall! I shirk from no danger!
This battle is ours. Lend me your wings, Floogie! Victory is ours! I will fight to my last breath.
Brother.
Are you dead already, Thallus?
Come on, then. Gotta take it on the chin.
Our victory is assured.
Whatever it takes. Try this! Try this! I'm here to help! Hey! Let the show begin! Whatever you can do! I learned a new trick!
I've been waiting for this! Push on through! Now then. I saw that!
Time for some sorcery! Fire!
I'll give it my best. Here's a little something special for you!
Cool heads shall prevail.
Make the most of this. This
feels promising.
My growth is plain to see.
I'm a fool. Impressed? That hit the mark. Impossible! Impressed? That hit the mark.
I fight for peace. We will make our ideals reality.
Now then, to work.
Freeze!
Behold true power. I must put an end to this bloodshed.
Back at it!
Prophet comes to the prepared. For Lionel! Lionel's wager has paid off.
But where shall we strike? Thought you had me, huh? That hit the mark. To lead, I must grow.
Your orders? I will leave you defenseless. No! I feel stronger already. I will leave you defenseless. I feel stronger already.
You disgust me.
A wasted effort.
Let us pry out their weakness. There is always a way.
My turn. Brace yourself! For my kingdom!
Come on, then. Gotta take it on the chin.
I feel
as light as a feather.
Count on me. Here you go. I can feel it. Here you go. This will not be taken for granted. I'm here to help. This battle is ours. Lend me your wings, Flugy! No, I don't want... I will fight to my last breath.
Cordelia!
Sheila, cast your healing magic.
Brother, are you all right?
Spare a thought for your own safety, you fool. If I lost you too, I do not think I could go on.
Nothing vital was struck. She will survive, Your Highness, fear not.
Thank you.
The enemy forces have no one to command them now that Thalas and Erica have fallen. The castle is all but ours. This secures our victory.
Yes, but it's such a steep cost.
Indeed.
Queen Cordelia is past the worst of it.
It's all right now. I apologize for worrying you all.
That's good to hear.
You should be with her, Prince Roland.
Perhaps. But there's nothing I can do for her. I must leave her in the capable hands of the Kingdom physicians. Now, tell me how things in the Crown City are faring.
With Minister Camsel's help, we managed to take it with minimal casualties.
But some lives were still lost. The people will be angry at us for that.
And rightfully so. We acted knowing full well what the consequences would be, so we must face them. I intend to do everything I can to rebuild the Crown City and regain the people's trust.
And we shall help you however we can.
Thank you. I'm fortunate that Hyzanthe has also offered their aid in this endeavor. Together, I'm certain we can restore the capital to its former glory in no time at all.
Hold a moment, Your Highness. I do not think it wise to rely on favors from Hyzanthe any more than we already have. They will doubtlessly be looking for recompense, not unlike Sorcerer.
But I will need resources to build the kingdom. And funds.
If it is coin that concerns you, I may have an idea. We have quite a surplus of Aesfrosti prisoners, thanks to our victory. I propose we ransom them back to the Grand Duchy for a hefty sum. Gustadolf will have no choice but to accept. He's lost too many soldiers.
You would have us relinquish the full force of their army back to them?
We have already retaken Glenbrook, and Aesfrost will not be able to move against the kingdom again for quite some time. All I ask is that you consider all your options carefully to avoid falling under Hyzanthe's control.
Aesfrost murdered my family!
Peace, Roland, peace. The welfare of your people must come before all else now.
Very well. Let us parley with those cutthroats.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
But I will also accept Hyzanthe's aid. That is my decision as King of Glenbrook. We must continue to work with the Holy State if we are to destroy Aesfrost once and for all.
As you command. I will supplicate myself as one of the Saintly Seven to the Holy One and ask for aid.
Overwhelmed by the forces of House Wolfort, Aesfrost's troops are scattered and driven from the Crown City. Glenbrook, at last, is free. Several days after this fateful battle, Queen Cordelia announces her intent to abdicate the throne and make way for another. Roland Glenbrook, his face no longer hidden from the world, will take his rightful place at the seat of power. With the prince's friends having only just finished grieving his death, and his enemies having only just finished toasting to it, this news shocks the foundations not only of Glenbrook, but of Norzelia itself. Benedict's daring stratagem has left deep scars across the city, which stand as a statement to Aesfrost that their enemies will do anything to see them defeated. The prince becomes king, and condemns the schemes of Gustadolf, making known Aesfrost's plot to usurp the throne. However, the people's reaction to this news is not quite a chorus of approval. It is plain that the ravages of war and the shame of subjugation have left an indelible mark on the once prosperous nation. Although the battle for Glenbrook is behind them, Serenoa and the rest of the city's liberators must make ready for a struggle of an entirely different sort.
Congratulations on returning to your rightful throne, King Roland.
Ah, you've returned. My friend, a word.
Yes.
I am honored to have had you by my side on this journey. To be able to call you friend.
As am I, Roland.
Your Majesty, representatives from Hyzanthe have arrived.
We shan't make undue demands of your time, King Roland. We've simply come to say farewell.
Without your aid, my people would still be under Aesfrost's iron rule. Glenbrook owes you a debt of gratitude.
Consider the debt paid. The knowledge we gleaned of Elfric's capabilities was more than worth our troubles.
Indeed, it surpassed my every expectation. The Holy One is sure to be pleased with the results.
Your Majesty, can we trust you to lift the embargo and keep Aesfrost subdued?
Of course. Lord Wolfort has promised his full cooperation in that regard.
Your Majesty, lest you misunderstand your friend's position, allow me to make one matter abundantly clear. Minister Serenoa is of the Saintly Seven. He is not to serve at your whims, but by the grace of the Hierophant.
I understand, but he is also a Lord of Glenbrook. More importantly, he is my friend. As such, I would ask for his assistance in the days ahead, as I have in days past.
Your Majesty, it is plain that the friendship between you two runs deep. However, the rules of politics are old and immutable.
And what does the Lord himself think of his new position?
Of course, I am grateful for the honor Hyzanthe has bestowed upon me. I will do all in my power to serve both the Hierophant and King Roland with all faithfulness.
In other words, the Hierophant does not have your full loyalty.
Well,
Glenbrook and Hyzanthe are to be two nations united in purpose. Surely it is reasonable that Lord Serenoa acts in service to both? Perhaps King Roland and the Hierophant should discuss my lord's role together.
You are right, of course. It is not our place to assume the goddess's intent.
Very well. I hope to meet with the Holy One as soon as my duties allow. I expect busy days ahead for you, Serenoa. Be prepared.
Certainly, Your Majesty.
Milo shall stay in Glenbrook for the time being. If there is aught she can assist you with, consider her at your complete disposal. Remember, Milo, that you are the symbol of friendship between our two nations.
But of course, I live to serve, Minister.
And with that, we shall take our leave.
May we meet again soon.
They leave us with a spy. It seems we still haven't won their trust entirely.
Whatever secrets they uncover will only attest to our commitment to the friendship between us.
Still, their actions speak volumes. Their aid has not come without expectation of just recompense. Already they seek to make Lord Serenoa their puppet.
But we need Hyzanthe's aid to crush Aesfrost.
By the same token, we cannot resist Hyzanthe without Aesfrost's might. And once Aesfrost is laid low, Glenbrook will have served its purpose. What then would stop Hyzanthe from tightening their grip?
Just as they did with the Rosal. The injustice I saw at the source is not something I'll soon forget. If you require proof of Hyzanthe's true nature, you need only remember.
I know. This country is my home. Built by my father and the kings before him. Safeguarded by my sister and generations of my forebears. I will rebuild it. Restore its glory and its pride. We will not be treated as dogs at the end of a leash.
For now, we must look within. Only after that work is done should we look without.
So, the Crown City has fallen. I see. And what of General Avlora?
Her forces were swept away in the floods, and she has not been seen since.
And my siblings, Thalos and Erica?
They died, fighting bravely in battle. My condolences, Your Grace.
I understand. I have fewer pieces on the board than ever now.
Pieces? Really is true what they say about him.
It seems I was wrong to think that Hyzanthe would remain idle. Or was my more grievous error to be taken in by the prince's false death? Regardless, I was a fool to show House Wolford any mercy.
Your Grace, reports from the battlefield tell of an unknown weapon being brought to bear against our forces.
Oh? Continue.
Our troops sighted an explosion of purple smoke from the Tellier domain before the banks collapsed and flooded the valley.
They possess a weapon that can alter the river's flow. We mustn't allow Hyzanthe to think they've won the upper hand. I intend to answer their weapon with one of my own.
After retaking Whiteholm Castle, Roland assumes the throne. Joy over the return of the line of Glenbrook sweeps the kingdom. Yet not everyone is quick to welcome Roland back with open arms. Life under Aesfrosti rule treated them well, and they suspect him to be naught but a figurehead of a puppet regime. Roland's absence, it seems, made room for discord among his subjects to flourish.
There you are, Your Majesty.
Huet.
Pray, do not sound so dismal. Now that we have retaken Whiteholm Castle, you are Glenbrook's rightful king. We've an entire kingdom to rebuild out of the ruins of war. Patriot and the others have been demanding utmost haste.
I understand that, I do. But... oh, Cordelia. Damn the duchy. They tried to take everything from me. They have to pay.
I know you have suffered many hardships, but pray, do not let yourself succumb to despair. Me, our comrades, your people, all of us are eagerly awaiting the era of peace our new king will bring.
King, eh? My father never once let his emotions overcome him. Not even the day my mother died. I had every intention of following his stoic example, but...
Majesty, I bring word from the infirmary.
Is it Cordelia? Pray tell me she's all right.
She is indeed recovering apace, Your Majesty.
Oh, thank the stars.
It seems she has something to discuss with you all, if you will hear her out.
Of course. Tell her we'll speak in the garden, but only if it will not tax her overmuch.
Yes, sire.
Huet, fetch Serenoa and the rest. Tell them to come to the garden as soon as they are able.
'Twould be my pleasure.
What is it? You're smiling.
It's only... I thought it would be some time yet before I saw you look so at ease. I'll return shortly with the others.
Cordelia, you returned to me after so long. But slow and steady is the path to recovery. Yes, there is no rush. So that is what happened in my absence.
Yes. Gustadolf was a clever ruler. After the invasion, Patriot and his royalists cozied up to Aesfrost in order to protect themselves. Gustadolf used them to his every advantage. He stripped them of their privileges and left them nothing but their governing responsibilities. I don't think Patriot much cared for that, but it did ensure everything continued smoothly, without interrupting the people's lives.
Now I understand why there was little unrest after the occupation began.
A clean, effective takeover by a well-seasoned commander.
But all the while, he was preparing to face the next conflict.
Wait, does he intend to march on Hyzanthe next?
I believe so. I wish I could be more specific. But the Goddess's shield cannot protect the Holy State's capital from Aesfrost. Not anymore. He said it will all be over once the death knell is ready.
What is this death knell?
A new weapon born from the coupling of his frosty ironworking and explosive projectiles. Thalas claimed it is powerful enough to break through the Goddess's shield.
To think Aesfrost is capable of creating such a monstrosity.
So much for their reign of peace. Taking over Glenbrook was only the first move in a bigger gambit to seize the source.
I am disturbed to learn of Gustadolf's plan. But rebuilding our capital must take priority.
Very well. We should investigate the extent of the damage and discuss how best to proceed from there. House Wolfort will lend whatever aid you need.
Thank you, Serenoa. But since you are one of their Saintly Seven now, I'd ask you to keep an eye on Hyzanthe as well.
Cordelia? Apologies. A brief spell of dizziness.
I have been looking everywhere for you, Your Highness.
Patriot.
I do not recall giving you leave of the infirmary. Your injuries are still healing. Would you undo all the trouble I went through to get you the best of care? Pray, return to the infirmary at once.
It wouldn't do to push yourself, Cordelia. Rest now. Leave everything to me.
All right.
We got a pretty good understanding of the damage in the capital, my lord. It's a tad more than we were expecting.
I see. Then we must make haste with repairs. Let's report this to Hyzanthe and see what aid they can give us. Was there anything of note besides damage?
There ain't an easy way of putting this, but not everyone's exactly pleased to hear Prince Roland's returned. Aesfrost exempted Glenbrook's subjects from the salt tax. Likely a bid to get in everyone's good graces. And a damn good one at that. But more than that, the so-called freedom Gustadolf brought to the kingdom seems to have made a splash. He threw out the old ways and made it so anyone could better their lot in life depending on their ability, instead of their birthright.
Just as in Aesfrost.
Then the people must have looked quite favorably upon Gustadolf's rule.
I wager folks ain't too pleased to see us, since they figure it means things will go back to how they used to be.
Roland surmised as much. We must do something to show the people his is a return worth celebrating.
Anna, have you looked into the state of affairs in the castle?
Yes. The head of the Royalists, Minister Patriot, is extending his influence. He made quite the name for himself, even under Gustadolf. Though he seems eager enough to support King Roland, he was just as eager to serve the Archduke. I do not believe we can trust him.
Distinguished members of House Wolford, how hard you are all working to rebuild our capital. What a delightful thing to see.
Minister, you do us a great honor visiting us out of all the many other responsibilities that must vie for your attention.
Oh, come now, do not think yourself so insignificant. The entire kingdom owes you its thanks, myself included, of course. We are so grateful for House Wolford's aid, even though you now serve a different master.
We are only doing what any of King Roland's loyal vassals would.
Speaking of the king, I'm afraid we've a bit of a problem. His Majesty seems to be entertaining thoughts of retaliating against Aesfrost. But the people have had their fill of war, and I'm sure you're already aware the people look upon the royal line with disfavor. I only beg you take every care going forward.
A warning.
Even so, there is naught we can do but focus on rebuilding.
Indeed. Let us return to the king and apprise him of our progress.
I would walk the city with Sheila a bit longer and speak with the people.
As you wish. But this is not the capital you knew. Be careful, my love.
The coronation ceremony. Certainly there are more important matters to focus on right now.
A coronation is important to assuage the people's fears and restore their faith, besides which it is the royalists' most fervent wish. A kingdom is only truly as strong as people believe it to be, and right now the world believes Glenbrook weak. The ceremony will be a display to the contrary.
Is this truly the remedy our situation calls for? Right now, I imagine the people care only for where their next hot meal will come from.
Rest assured, sire, House Wolford will see your subjects shan't go hungry. But trust me when I say nothing will hasten Glenbrook's return to her former glory so much as announcing the return of Regna's rightful heir. To win your subjects' hearts, you need do nothing but ascend to your position upon the throne.
You mean sit my royal backside on a fancy chair?
In a manner of speaking. A king's duty is first and foremost serving as his kingdom's symbol. You needn't trouble yourself with day-to-day governance. We will assume that burden. After all, you have only just been crowned.
There will be no ceremony. The people will tell us what they need, and you will listen to them, Patriot. That is my command.
As you wish, King Roland.
How fare things, Huette? Have the relief supplies been given to those who need it?
Well, we had received a sizable shipment of goods from Hyzanthe, but there are complaints. It seems very few of those goods have made it into the hands of the people.
And why is that?
We aren't certain, though apparently Patriot and the Royalists involve themselves with the distribution.
Damn those Royalists! They cannot be left to their own devices.
There are more who accepted Aesfrost's rule than I imagined.
Glenbrook's history is long. Yet, that is why hierarchy and precedent hold sway. This is a stubborn land, my lady, not given to easy change. Though Archduke Gustadolf, acting in the name of freedom, granted privilege after privilege to the powerful. For people used to Glenbrook's rigid customs, I suppose that sort of change must have been too seductive to resist.
Perhaps, but his freedom was not but greed and cruelty.
Lady Frederica, I've been searching everywhere for you.
A Wolffort messenger! Did you run all this way? What's happened?
My lady, I hail from Castle Wolffort, bearing tidings of Lord Simo.
Has he awakened?
He has. He is in high spirits and recovering well. He is most pleased to hear of the capital's recapture. He bids you visit Castle Wolffort so he can honor you himself.
Oh, I must bring these glad tidings to Serenoa at once. How long it has been since I've seen him smile.
There is one more bit of news I have for you, my lady, but it is not so happy.
Is there some sort of trouble in the Wolffort domain?
Bandits are laying waste to the Rosellan village. To our shame, Castle Wolffort does not have enough soldiers to stop this. We would beg Lord Serenoa's wisdom in this matter.
The enemy must be powerful indeed. We cannot leave the Rosellan village defenseless.
Let us inform the others. Messenger, with us.
Well, well. Things are about to get interesting.
House Wolffort and Minister Exham's forces have reclaimed the Crown City. And not only that, they have dealt a heavy blow to the Aesfrosti forces in killing Thalys and other commanding officers.
We couldn't have hoped for a better outcome.
Oh, to see Gustadolf's face when he hears the news. Now he'll have no choice but to come crawling to us on hands and knees, begging for salt. Though, this could be our chance to crush the duchy once and for all.
Just because they're licking their wounds does not make them easy prey. They still have their iron, after all.
Ha! Iron? We can get iron. All we need do is make Glenbrook hand over the Grand Norzellian mines to us. A paltry price to pay for our bountiful aid in their restoration of the Crown City.
The Grand Norzellian mines. The spark that lit the flame of Aesfrost's aggression. But why go through the trouble to seize an iron source when they have all the iron they could ever need? I should have Milo look into the matter.
Minister Idor?
Well, regardless, we control the salt. I say we bide our time until Aesfrost admits they are defeated. Besides, Glenbrook seeks our aid in their reconstruction efforts, do they not?
Yes. King Roland and Minister Serenoa have both asked for help, and sent reports detailing the extent of the damage to the Crown City.
Send forth a veritable bounty. To Minister Serenoa of the Saintly Seven, that is.
Ah, yes. A show of the goddess's grace to the people, and as a wedge to drive between him and the king.
Aesfrost, Glenbrook. They will both be ours before long.
Thank you all for helping to determine the extent of the damage to the capital. This information will be invaluable as we proceed with reconstruction. There is also happy word from Castle Wolfort. My Lord Father is awake. They say he is recovering apace and is already up and walking.
Those are glad tidings indeed.
He says he would like to see us and hear of all that has passed while he was taken ill.
Then what are we waiting for? I'll saddle the horses.
Would that we could depart at once, but the messenger brought another piece of news.
Bandits plague the outskirts of the Rosellan village.
Jerome and his folk are there. They can handle a few mangy thieves, surely.
Not according to the messenger. The bandits are proving a formidable foe.
Which is why they have asked us for aid.
Apologies for my tardiness. It's sudden, I know, but I must ask you a favor.
What is it?
I suspect Patriot and his royalists of filching relief supplies.
We've no proof it's them, but the fact remains. The people in most need of those goods are not receiving them.
The matter warrants investigating at the very least, and I would ask for Wolfort's assistance.
I see. Well, we were just discussing what we ought to do next. Allow me to explain the 3 courses of action before us. 1. Return to Castle Wolfort as my Lord Father requests. 2. Defend the Rosellan village from bandits. Or 3. Remain in the capital to investigate the royalists.
Lord Simon has recovered. What splendid news. If I could only go to him myself and thank him for all House Wolfort has done. But I cannot leave the capital in the throes of a possible scandal. Too many hold the royal family in contempt as it is.
That may be the case, but now that Lord Simon has awoken, someone must make sure he is healthy and apprise him of recent events. I would go to Castle Wolfort, Lord Serenoa, if it pleases you.
My heart breaks for the Rosellan village. Let me go to its defense, even if I must go alone.
I cannot allow that. It's far too dangerous a task for one person.
Well, I would have the Wolfort soldiers with me, of course. Besides, do you recall our first meeting?
Of course I do. You were being assailed by rogues at the port.
If you hadn't been there, who knows what would have become of me. But I am not as weak now as I was then. I am stronger, enough that I shall bring no dishonor to House Wolfort's name. My lord, have faith in me. Let me do this.
Very well.
It seems best that Benedict, Frederica, and I each attend to these pressing matters, separately.
Indeed, but the rest of us cannot be in 3 places at once. We can only choose one path to take. Bring the scales of conviction.
Listen, lad. And further.
Lord Serenoa.
Yes? Good point. Okay.
Ah, yes? I don't know. I require some time to think.
It is time to cast our vote. We have 3 options before us. Return to the Wolfort domain, depart to the Rosellan village, or stay in the capital. Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
You aren't wrong, but...
You have my vote.
Please forgive me.
You won me over.
The scales of conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen. The way forward is decided. We return to the Wolfort domain with Benedict, and inform Father that we have reclaimed the capital. I must return to the Wolfort domain, to my father's side.
Lord Simon will be most pleased to see you, I am certain.
Of course. Fulfill your duty to your father. I shall see to things in the capital.
And I shall attend to the Rosellan village. Please give Lord Simo my best.
Oh, Lord Serenoa, you are returning home? What perfect timing. I was thinking of heading to the Wolfort domain myself. Might I accompany you?
Milo, how'd you sneak into the castle?
Oh, let's just say I have my ways. You might find the companionship of such a capable woman a boon on the road.
I know not what her aims are, my lord, but I do know she will be easier to watch by your side.
Indeed. All right, Milo, you may come. But you'll be put to work for the household. Understood?
Of course, my lord.
Then this is farewell for now. King Roland, Frederica, until our reunion in the capital.
With the capital once more under their control, the members of House Wolffort disperse to the various corners of the domain. Roland, for his part, works to rid the Crown City of his political enemies. Frederica repairs to the Rosellan village. Serenoa, Benedict, and the others, meanwhile, make a triumphant return to Castle Wolffort, where Lord Simon eagerly awaits their arrival.
Hark! The young rulers have returned.
You're back! You're back! You made it!
Show some respect, lad. They've driven Aesfrost from our lands and brought the kingdom back from the brink. And one of them is no less than one of Hyzanthe's saintly 7.
Dare I say, an achievement greater than Lord Simon ending the Salt Iron War. Fills me with pride enough to think I'd done it myself.
I'm sorry, Mr. Lord... King? I didn't mean it.
You've done nothing wrong. Address me as you please. I thank you one and all for your efforts in seeing us through to victory.
Oh, you are too gracious, my lord.
As is the Hierophant, who saw fit to bless us with a boatload of salt. And all thanks to you, Lord Serenoa.
The Hierophant, you say?
Wow! That's amazing!
Isn't it just? Bold is the nation that besmirches House Wolffort's honor now.
I reckon not even the king himself would speak ill of us now.
Course not. It was this lad what made that mask-wearing coward of a prince the king.
All hail House Wolffort.
All hail Mr. Lord.
Serenoa is truly a man of the people.
And he's got the might to defend him. He's earned their trust.
And so he may as well be king. I must say I do appreciate a powerful man. Perhaps I should cast my lot in with the future rather than the past.
The cowardly prince they refer to is King Roland, no doubt.
Familiarity breeds contempt.
I pray that's all it is. Hyzanthe's overtures are most bold. They mean to lure us in.
Lord Svarog, you've been summoned to the capital with regard to the death snow. How long do you intend to defy the Archduke's orders?
I've no time for his trifling inquiries, now that Glenbrook has been wrested from our hold.
I fear an assault on the duchy is imminent. We must fortify Twins Gate.
Such an order would be mine to give, not yours.
Begone! I was a fool to think you could protect the duchy's lands.
The Archduke shall render his judgment.
Damn his judgment, and everything it has wrought! Leaving that fool Thalys in charge of Glenbrook brought this upon us.
I shall pass your words on to him, then.
See that you do, messenger boy. And let him know that if he wishes for me to follow his orders, he will speak the truth, and nothing but.
Once proud Aesfrost has been laid low, and Prince Roland installed as King of Glenbrook. Perhaps now they understand how powerful we are.
There is yet more good news. We have coaxed enough power from the Elfric to power the automaton.
Oh, have the spoils of war ever been so great?
A question House Wolfort no doubt asks themselves. Are you not troubled by their gains? The people of Glenbrook rally around their newly returned hero as we speak. I fear we have unwittingly created an enemy to rival Aesfrost, or worse.
Which is precisely why I have sent Milo to watch their every move. We shall be informed of any plots against us in due course.
And you are content to trust this, Milo?
What does it matter if I trust her? The goddess shall render final judgment to any and all traitors.
Be they spies, or one of the saintly seven.
Indeed. May we never live to witness such a tragedy.
How fares my father?
He is most lucid, my lord, though asleep at the moment. I fear the malady has sapped much of his strength.
I see.
It's not all doom and gloom, though. Word of your recent exploits lifted his spirits considerably. He cannot wait to hold a feast and praise you before the entire house.
Ha! May he forget he said that upon waking.
You should accept the honor with grace, my lord. He is your father, after all.
I would gladly accept, of course. Even hearing secondhand that he takes pride in my efforts threatens to swell my head.
The young lord has reclaimed Glenbrook, Lady Destra. He fought as valiantly as Simon or Regna. Would you were here to witness it.
Forgive me, Benedict.
No, forgive me, Lord Serenoa. I shall take my leave.
Nonsense. You are the reason I stand here today, and I would tell Mother that myself. I bid you stay.
How very gracious of you. I owe much to Lord Simone and Lady Destra. They filled my life with purpose. They left you in my charge. But you have already demonstrated your power for all the realm to see. You now walk on your own 2 feet. I have no doubt you can lead Norzelia into a glorious new era of peace and prosperity with King Roland by your side.
Speak frankly, Benedict. What is it you wish to say?
I have done all I can for you, Lord Serenoa. I will resign following the evening's festivities. Anna shall take my place if it pleases you.
You would leave me unmoored at a time like this?
I know the time is not ideal, but your father is not long for this world. I would repay my debt to him by caring for him in his final days. After that, I shall stand watch over their eternal resting place and regale them with tales of your great deeds.
I see there shall be no swaying you. My gratitude for you flows like the mighty Norzelia River. Even so, I would ask for a moment more to make up my mind.
Understood, my lord. Then let us return to the castle and prepare for the evening's feast.
This is quite the gathering.
Each and every one of them eager to get to know you better to advance their own ends. Be on your guard.
I shouldn't think that would be necessary. Father has gathered those he trusts most to lend me their aid. For that, I am grateful. Whatever the case, we mustn't keep them waiting.
I thank you kindly for the invitation, Lord Serenoa. Or shall I address you as Glenbrook's savior?
Ha! You needn't go that far, no.
I disagree. Your accomplishments speak for themselves. Power becomes you. It makes you alluring to people such as myself. Pray, let me accompany you for the evening and beyond.
I shall need a moment to consider your most gracious offer.
It's a thing of beauty when they grow up. Hey, Benedict?
It is, and yet it can leave one feeling strangely bereft.
Aye. Well, that's fatherhood for you.
Simone lives!
Haven't seen him in ages. He looks well. Thank the stars.
Let me take your hand.
I can manage on my own, my boy. I've not felt this good in some time. But I shall want you by my side the rest of the evening, that I may hear of your exploits in full.
Nothing would make me happier, Father.
I thank you all for gathering to celebrate with me House Wolfort's victories. Against all odds, my son and his stalwart allies have reclaimed the Kingdom of Glenbrook. I felt a great weight lifted from my shoulders as I watched him grow into a worthy heir. I dare say I've never been so proud. Permit me the indulgence of offering a toast to my son, my pride and...
Anna!
Huh?
Father!
Assassins.
Eyes on me, Father. Steady yourself.
Let my guard down. But it takes more than that to fell Simone Wolfort.
Then more you shall have. Not today. Thank you, my lord. Save your breath. We're not rid of the assassins.
Kill them, Milo.
Gladly.
Kill them all. We shan't have a chance like this again.
Patriot! What are you...
You traitorous cur!
Excellent!
I'll give it a try.
May we return? I'm on my way!
Understood!
Please, leave everything to me.
The Wolforts are a blight upon this land.
Your treachery ends here, Patriot! On my...
We must bring this conflict.
Come what may, I have to see.
Patriot and his ilk must die. Keep my father alive at all costs. Forward!
now, I end this.
I will end this.
For you. For you. For life. Choices. You won't know up from down. I've never felt better. Dance poison. I've never felt better.
I see you.
I shall try my level best. There is always a way. My knowledge grows deeper.
Defeat is not an option. Death from above! For my kith and kin.
The hunt is on. Not another step. My pride is my shield. Leave everything to me. Here goes! Well, that worked.
None of you will survive this!
I'll do my utmost. Try this! Did I do that right? For the people! Try this! Huh? For the people!
Strike while the iron's hot. Defeat is not an option. An honor and a privilege to serve.
Let the show begin! Over here! Saw right through you.
You won't beat me! Out of my way!
Allow me. You're not getting away.
Here I come! Ready to see a spell.
It's time. Here's a little something special for you. There's more yet to learn.
Shall we begin? Make the most of this.
This is wonderful.
House Wolford shall persevere!
So, it falls to me.
A cold wind blows.
The heavens judge you! I must put an end to this bloodshed!
I will end this. Ha! I feel stronger already. Too easy.
You'll pay for this, shall be your
I
undoing.
see right through you.
I see a path to victory. Preparation is key.
Forward! Death from above! Yeah! Ha-ha! For my kith and kin.
Time to take flight. Lend me your wings, Flugy! This battle is won. My pride is my shield.
I pray this was not my only chance.
I'll do my utmost. Try this! Yes! I did it! I'm here to help!
Now it's my turn.
I'll take it from here. You've made me angry. I will follow you faithfully till the end.
Let's play. Light as a butterfly.
Allow me.
Where's your next?
After me? Are you? This isn't over!
I'll show you what I can do.
I've been waiting for this! To victory! Now then. I saw that!
Cool heads shall prevail. Make the most of this.
That's a big help.
My growth is plain to see.
I must remain calm. You're finished! There's more yet to learn.
Time for some research.
Those who oppose the heavens shall fall! My quest is one step closer to completion.
I feel stronger already. I will leave you defenseless.
For life.
Was my sword ever so heavy? Age is a persistent foe. Ah! Ah!
Be strong, father. I shall get you treatment at once.
Serenoa, please. If I must go, at least it was alongside you, on the battlefield.
Enough of this talk. You will yet live.
I've seen scores of soldiers perish, my son. Death comes for us all. Does it not, dear Benedict?
Forgive me, my lord. I could not keep you safe.
I beg you, give the three of us a moment together.
As you wish, Eredor.
Aye.
The Wolferts are as dangerous as I feared. They must be wiped out for the good of all Glenbrook.
There is no escape, Patriad. Tell me why a royalist like you would attack Lord Simon.
Yes. Why would you threaten to tear asunder a newly restored Glenbrook?
Restored? Restored to what? The Duchy killed your king and controls your land, and you've what, exactly? The collected ashes of the royal family? Those who joined the Duchy thrived. Those who resisted were ground beneath their heel. The nobles and commoners have never been further apart, though beneath it all, they are bound not by the king's memory, but greed.
Perhaps, but we can unite them behind King Roland.
The weakest link of them all. The prince who forsook his family, a ruler in nothing but name if the people speak true. The Wolfert reputation stains him, and it shall be his undoing.
So that's your angle.
Enough slander.
You're blind to it, admit it. You rebuffed the Aesfrosti army, curried favor with the Saintly Seven, protected Roland, and immediately installed him as king. You think yourselves above the high houses of Glenbrook, nay, above His Majesty himself. Who would not want to rid themselves of such a stain?
You suggest King Roland gave the order?
Would he possess such rationality? We would not be in this mess if he did. Thus I decided to intervene, for the good of the kingdom.
So we need only kill you. That is a mercy.
Only Benedict and I know what I'm about to tell you. I bid you listen well and remain calm. I am not your father, at least not by birth. You are the blood of our former King Ragnar.
What?
I promised His Majesty I would hide the truth from you. Forgive me. Destra was indeed your mother. That much was no lie. She was a commoner in the Crown City.
A woman of little means and low station, but possessed of unparalleled intellect and boundless affection. He would often sneak out into the city in disguise. Fate united them on one of those evenings, and they fell in love. Thus, you were brought into the world.
He wished to marry her, but her low station made that unthinkable. In time, the royalists found out and plotted her murder.
So Lord Simon took her as his wife to keep her safe.
And so I was born the heir of House Wolfert.
Sadly, your dear mother passed not long after you were born. It was she who named you, It was the one thing she was able to pass down to you. And now I leave you this.
The royal signet.
Only one of Glenbrook's royal line may wear it. I was to keep it until the time was right. And so it is now.
Father, you leave me completely unmoored. What am I to do with this unspeakable knowledge?
I leave you with a heavy burden. This I know better than any. Be strong, Serenoa. Forge your own path. Lead the people. Keep watch over him, Benedict.
I will.
No, Father. Stay with me. Please.
All this and still, you call me Father. I am proud of you, my son.
Please don't go. Father! Please!
So Patriat meant to eliminate House Wolford to protect the crown.
Yes, he admitted as much himself.
I can assure you he acted alone. King Roland was not a party to the plot.
That is fortunate, yes. But the mere fact of it could tear Glenbrook apart, were it to be made known. Lord Simon's assassination must be kept secret, my lord.
You would have me say his illness claimed him then?
I thank you for your assistance, Milo. Speak not a word of this to anyone.
I shan't. For the good of House Wolford.
I cannot fathom why he thought us to be enemies. We mean no harm to the royal family.
Misplaced as his fears may be, we must stand ready to defend ourselves, in word and deed, from any who may reach similar conclusions. That includes King Roland himself.
You heard Anna. Roland didn't issue the order. What are you plotting, Benedict?
I seek only to ensure House Wolford's survival. Lord Simon was murdered. Other enemies may well be within our ranks as we speak. They must be stopped at all costs, no matter who they are.
Can I count on your continued guidance, Benedict?
Glenbrook's throne is yours for the taking. You have the claim and the might to back it up. Your Lord Father beseeched you to forge your own path and lead the people. Might you not best accomplish that if you were king?
Perhaps. But I would sooner fall upon my own sword than usurp the throne from my friend. The truth of my lineage does not leave this room. I shall keep it hidden along with this ring.
As you wish, my lord. I trust your judgment.
I come bearing a missive from King Roland. He requests your presence in the Crown City immediately. The Aesfrosti survivors are on the move.
They leave me no time to mourn. Lead the way.
Roland, Benedict, and Frederica regroup back in the capital. But what they experienced while they were away could very well alter the course of destiny itself.
Is there something on your mind, Roland?
Serenoa, I do not know what I should do.
Did something happen in the capital?
No, that problem has been dealt with. I've made sure those damned royalists will never cause trouble again.
Was such harsh punishment truly necessary?
Of course it was. When they should have been helping to rebuild the kingdom, they instead profited off the people's hardship. And on top of that, they sought to string me up as their puppet king.
I understand, but...
You know what they told me? They said that is what Glenbrook truly is. That it must be ruled with the royalists' careful mediation between the royal family and their loyal subjects. They said good kings need not think for themselves. They said my father and my brother understood that.
Even if that is true, you have the power to change it.
I tried. That is the entire reason I took the throne. But nothing has changed. No matter how many corrupt aristocrats I've cast out. This kingdom has always been broken. Aesfrost's invasion just ensured we could never put the pieces back together. I do not have the strength to reconcile a land and people torn apart by hatred and greed. I cannot give Glenbrook what it needs, king though I may be.
Roland.
Apologies, my friend. I should not burden you with my woes.
You burden me with nothing. But if you are struggling...
All is well. Trust me. So long as you are by my side.
Serenoa, I would speak with you before we meet with the others.
Is something the matter? I was led to believe the Rosellan village escaped all but unscathed.
Pray, look at this.
A book?
We recovered it from a band of brigands. It once belonged to the Aesfrosti archives. It was authored by one Orlea, my mother. Inside is the truth about the Roselle. Nay, about all Norzelia.
The truth? How would your mother have that knowledge?
The Rosellan people have long passed down the secret of the salt. My mother was a chosen keeper of that history. In ancient times, the Roselle lived in the southernmost reaches of Norzelia, in a place called Centralia. It is said Centralia was on the shore of a vast expanse of salt water they called the sea. Back then, the Norzelia we know was at the bottom of that sea, but a cataclysm dried up all the water, and thus this land came to be. The salt crystallized and sank into the earth, the very earth we now walk upon.
Salt beneath our feet.
After the cataclysm, only one small lake of salt remained. War raged on and on as people fought to control it. The Roselle tried to stop the fighting by digging up a giant pillar of salt to show everyone the secret they had long kept. But Hyzanthe, whose power over Norzelia came from controlling the lake and the salt it produced, could not allow the truth to get out. They captured the Roselle, branded them criminals who tried to seize control of the salt for themselves, and confined them to the lake.
And what of the pillar?
Hyzanthe stole it and hid it inside the very statue of the goddess that towers over the source.
How can you be certain?
During the uprising, my mother broke the statue and recovered a fragment of the pillar within.
The salt crystal found in the Rosellan village. Incredible. If what you say is true, the teachings are a lie. This will shake Hyzanthe to its very foundations.
And we would be able to free the Roselle from their imprisonment at the source.
With so much at stake, we must be careful in what we do now. Frederica, I would ask for more time to think this through.
Of course. I have every faith in House Wolford. And in you.
That is the extent of what happened during our various endeavors. The passing of my Lord Father, the Royalist scandal, and the book that revealed the truth about the Roselle and the Salt. It is time we consider what we shall do to overcome these obstacles facing us.
I still cannot believe how quickly Lord Simon's condition worsened.
It is most devastating. Serenoa, did your father say nothing else to you? Before he...
He bade me lead House Wolford well.
I see. Then we must all do what we can to help you honor that request.
Your Majesty, what do you plan to do about the Royalists who misappropriated supplies?
As far as I've been able to discern, those involved acted out of greed and self-interest. They must all be punished. Nothing less than exile from the kingdom or execution will suffice.
But there are those among them who support the Glenbrook line. Will that not impact your governance?
Perhaps. But to pardon their crimes would kindle the people's ire. We must make an example of them. To appease the people. To make clear the consequences of engaging in such foolhardy behavior.
Did something else happen in the capital, King Roland?
Nothing you need concern yourself with. But I must say, I was shocked to learn of that Rosellan legend. Do you suppose the contents of that book could be true?
The part about their homeland, Centralia, that sits upon a vast saltwater sea? That of the untapped salt crystals beneath Norzelia? Or that, in order to monopolize the salt trade, Hyzanthe fabricated the Roselle's sins? That the pillar of salt Hyzanthe stole from the Roselle is hidden within the statue of the goddess? If any of it is true, it would turn everything we know on its head. It would mean the teachings of the Holy State are not but lies.
It does sound unbelievable, but we have already seen part of this legend for ourselves.
The crystal from the Rosellan village?
That crystal is a fragment from the pillar within the statue of the goddess. One my mother obtained during the uprising.
It fits perfectly.
Apparently, Lady Orlea penned the book detailing the legend for Frederica.
She did. She enchanted it so no one could open it, but left me the key to break the spell. This pendant.
I doubt a mother would go to such lengths to lie to her daughter.
Then we agree the legend contains at least a seed of truth.
Your Majesty, we have received word that the survivors of the Duchy's army are amassing.
What? Where?
At the Grand Norzellian mines. But we cannot be sure what they are doing. None of our scouts have returned.
These frosty dogs! We will speak later, Serenoa. First, we must put down whatever the Duchy is planning at the mines. I need you and your people beside me.
Of course. We shall ready ourselves for the battle at once.
Extraction is nearly finished. We've secured the amount we were told. Seems such a waste to just leave the rest.
Don't think Archduke Gustadolf gives two shites. Hurry it up. We need to be done here before Glenbrook catches on to us.
Sir.
Roland and House Wolffort succeed in reclaiming Glenbrook, but they cannot rest easy, for new dilemmas threaten to tear the kingdom apart. For one, the secret of Serenoa's birth come to light with Lord Simon's passing. Meanwhile, the newly crowned King Roland struggles to reconcile his ideals with reality after punishing the Royalists. Finally, there's the truth about the Roselle and the untapped salt crystals buried within the earth, revealed in a book to Frederica from her late mother. None of these revelations have an easy solution. As all parties discuss the matters, they receive word that the survivors of the Aesfrosti army are gathering at the Grand Norzellian Mine. Forced to put all else aside to focus on driving out their foe, Serenoa and his comrades steel themselves for battle.